Baboons join in on the bug barbecue. Ants stand a chance at survival. Their nests can tunnel deep underground, where the inhabitants can hide from the scorching flames. When they emerge to survey the wreckage, they find they might actually benefit from the catastrophic event. Those lost are a lifeline to the colony as it rebuilds. Because the outside world is so dangerous, some insects have made the switch from hunter-gatherers to farmers. Leafcutter ants are among the strongest creatures on the planet. They use huge jaws to harvest pieces of leaf to cart back to the nest. The cargo may weigh 50 times more than the ant, the equivalent of a human carrying a van home from the supermarket. It's an intimidating sight. Next to humans, leafcutter ants form the biggest, most complex societies. Up to 8 million ants live in a single giant colony. But once they get home, they don't eat the leaves. Inside, they culture fungi. Their miniature mushroom garden needs the leaves to feed on. Again, the power of society is revealed, all individuals working for the greater good of the community. The fungus turns tough leaves into easy-to-digest protein that the ants use to feed their offspring deep in the safe haven of home. Ants are masters of getting the job done. They might be small, but like Egyptians building the pyramids, they use muscle power, harnessing an enormous workforce. There is almost no limit to the scale of their constructions. A jay observes a wood ant colony hard at work. It's a feathered fiend, but this time it's not here for lunch. The wood ants are predatory and are not going to lie down and take an attack. They spray chemical weapons. But this is exactly what the bird wants. It's using the ants for a beauty treatment. The ants are coating its feathers in formic acid, which is a natural insecticide. It can kill fleas, mites, and even fungi and bacteria. Nicely spruced up, it takes off, barely leaving a tip. Of course, not all creepy crawlies are cooperative. Scorpions are arachnids, members of the spider family, armed with a lethal sting. Another predatory bug is on the prowl, this time an insect, the praying mantis. The mantis seems too distracted, cleaning its independent compound eyes. Danger looms. Master of ambush, and with the moves of a martial arts expert, the scorpion didn't have the chance to react. Its amputated tail tries to find purchase, but can't penetrate the mantis's strong, waxy body armor. It's a bug-eat-bug world, dramas that have played out since life first conquered the land. 3 tiny eyes sit between the 2 huge compound eyes of the mantis. The arms are held in the praying position to sheathe the needle-like spines that line them, and it can swing its head through 180 degrees on an unusually long neck. With great patience, it can stand for hours, bobbing gently like a branch or edging forwards, unseen by potential prey. This is the tiger of the insect world, and every bit as deadly. Another mini menace sets a trap. It creates the perfect pitfall. The antlion larva buries itself, jaws up, and lies in wait. One false move can trigger an avalanche. Escape is futile. Insects can certainly live up to their nightmarish reputation. In the insects world, small can be sinister. Since the time of the dinosaurs, bloodsuckers have plagued the world. During their breeding season, mosquitoes and midges gather in their millions. Only the females bite. They need a good meal of blood to nourish the eggs growing inside them. Particularly to creatures of the far north, they can make summers miserable, and this time being big is no advantage. Everyone gets the itch. The biters can become so numerous that victims can die from blood loss. Weakened by the constant tapping, some animals might no longer have the body reserves they need to survive a long, cold winter. But it's not always bugs that come out on top. In the insect world, you must look before you leap. There are booby traps at every turn. Creepy-crawly they might be, spiders are not insects, but they are perhaps insect enemy number 1. Their silk is one of the strongest, stickiest substances known on Earth, and it has one purpose: to destroy insects. There are more than 45,000 species, and each uses a different deadly design. Skillfully, the snares are laid out. Now all the predator has to do is wait. Careless flies can find themselves in a sticky situation and will soon be injected with paralyzing venom packed with enzymes that will turn their bodies to mush, ready to be slurped up by the spider. And it's not just creepy crawlies that insects need to watch out for. Field crickets invest a huge amount of time constructing burrows where they can sing and amplify their songs. These prime properties are worth defending, but it's risky to stand down the neighborhood watch. The 15-centimeter lizard is like a dinosaur from down here. But the sumo bugs are too engrossed to notice its approach. It may have been the rise of insects that facilitated the evolution of larger beings. The first reptiles appeared around 300 million years ago to take advantage of the growing swarms. And in an evolutionary arms race, insects developed some extraordinary escape tactics. The muscles in a grasshopper's legs are locked in tension to save up enough energy to catapult them from danger. If we had this power, we could jump football fields. As always, evolution is driven by survival of the fittest. The pinnacle of pest predation is the chameleon. His eyes can move independently. His skin can change its shade to blend in. With the stealth of a cat burglar, he closes in. His tongue is a missile, and it rarely misses its mark. The reign of reptiles was bad for bugs, but things were to get worse when 225 million years ago, the first mammals appeared on Earth. To begin with, they were all small and hedgehog-like, and all preyed upon insects. But unlike reptiles, these newcomers were warm-blooded and needed to eat 10 times more to meet their energy demands. They were fast and intelligent. Bad news for bugs. But around the same time, another warm-blooded bug killer appeared. Birds are perhaps the biggest drain on insect kind. They have become speedy, agile aerial predators. It might even have been hunting insects that fueled their development of flight. Now for the first time there was a predator that could follow them into the air. The majority of the world's nearly 10,000 bird species are insectivores. It's a bug blitz. Creepy crawlies influence bird behavior in more ways than just munching. There's no prizes for guessing where the bee-eater gets its name. This insect's armed and dangerous, but a good bashing takes it out of action. Now tenderized and disarmed, it's ready to offer as a gift. Bug after bug is brought as an offering. This is courtship, the bee-eater equivalent of giving a box of chocolates. It takes a few dinner dates, but eventually the female is wooed. The male has proven his hunting abilities, demonstrating how well he could care for their future offspring. Foraging insects must avoid spiders, reptiles, mammals, and birds, but sometimes even their habitat seems out to get them. Drosera, or sundews, are just one of several families of carnivorous plants that live in poor soil areas and so supplement their intake of nutrients through predation.